author's page, and there was like conversations. You can see the conversations on the author's page. So I looked over there to try to figure out why it was taken down, and apparently somebody had said in there that the reason was because of copyright issues. They didn't say specifically what issues or anything like that. They just said that was like the reason behind it. But I went back on here to look a couple days ago, and it was actually but like it was back on here. So I decided it would be a perfect time to film another YouTube video. I know it's been a couple weeks, but it's gonna be like this for a while. I'm gonna try to make it more consistent. I know I've said that in multiple videos, but it's just hard for me to be consistent because I have a job, or I was working, but I don't work anymore because I'm about to start college, so I don't have a job anymore. So hopefully I'll be able to be a little more consistent for a little while, or at least for a couple of weeks. Also, it's a perfect time for me to make a YouTube video because I don't know if you guys can tell or not by the sound quality of this video, but I did get a new microphone, or a microphone. I never had a microphone. I just decided I'd buy like a little one that you use for like regular videos. Like, it's not an expensive one or anything. It's just one of those little ones that you clip on your shirt or something like that. It was only like $2, so I decided it would be a good investment to make for my channel. So I got me a little microphone. Let me know in the comments down below if you're able to tell the difference from with the microphone and without the microphone. So anyways, this is my first video with the microphone, which makes me happy. I might feel a little bit more professional as an ASMR channel anyways. Also, I wanted to address something really quick. A lot of people have been commenting on my videos for me to continue the ACE series. Not the ACE series, I'm sorry. The Underground series that I have going on my channel. But if you watched the final part, you would know that they have turned that book on Wattpad, they changed it to a paid book, and as of right now, I'm not able to get like a membership. Wattpad has like, or you can see right now over here, like right here, it says to try the premium. But I did look into it and see how much it cost and whatnot to be able to continue that series for you guys. But as of right now, I'm not able to join the premium, so I can't get the book, and I'm not able to purchase coins. Like I said, I am going to college, which is really expensive, so I don't really have money to like spend on Wattpad, and so I am sorry about that. But maybe if my channel becomes like something more, like, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe if I get monetized, I'll be able to do that for you guys. I'll be able to join the premium and get books and purchase the books on here, and that would be the first one that I purchase if I do. So again, I'm sorry about that. Maybe one day I'll be able to continue the series for you guys, but as of right now, I only have the 9 parts, and I'm only reading one, or I started off reading 2 chapters apart, but then I changed to 1 chapter. Each series is different on chapters. The Underground series is just 1 chapter. The After series is 2 chapters, and this series is 1 chapter. It just depends on the length of the chapters. Anyways, that was a lot of rambling. I'm sorry, I'm just catching you guys up. It's been a couple of weeks since I've posted a video. I was actually really consistent, like posting every day for a week, and it actually helped my channel. I gained a bunch of subscribers. I now have like 58, I think. So that's good. I'm moving up. It lets me know that people like my content, which helps me to keep making videos. So thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. was you who wanted this dress. I glared at him angrily, reminding him that I would have been perfectly happy wearing sweatpants and t-shirt to the ball. My father's stare snapped towards me. I had forgotten my manners for a moment. I felt like shrinking up into a ball while his cold, intense glare was glued to me. Do not speak to me like that, he hissed at me, showing his dominance. I didn't dare to stare in his direction. He grabbed my chin roughly and forced me to look at him. Understand? He growled inches away from my face. Yes, I uttered it quickly and quietly due to the pain of him squeezing my chin. He released his grip on my face before scoffing at his own thoughts. My mom stared at my father in shock while Harold took my hand and held it tight. I sat in silence as I tried not to seem nervous. You're bringing her to another man. At least you could do is give her a good memory of you, or at least a decent one. My mom folded her arms sternly as she ignored my father. All my brothers stared at me, but I couldn't work up the courage to look at them. My arm interlinked with Raoul's as we walked into the ball. I shivered in the massive hall due to the dropping temperature, where people were gathering slowly. It had just started to snow outside for the first time in a few years. Take that freaking shawl off, you immediately. My father gripped my my shawl, and ripped it from my freezing body. But father, I whispered with concern, do not speak unless I tell you to. I'm this close to beating you. He hissed into my ear so that no one else could hear, making shivers run down my spine. He showed me the tiniest gap between his thumb and finger. Why can't I keep my mouth shut? I saw a lot of people standing around and some were just staring at me. Don't they know it's rude to stare? But sadly, it's one of the downsides to being in one of the biggest mafias in the world. If they're able, they will watch you. Everyone always watches us, I muttered under my breath to Raoul as we stared at the crowds of people. They stared at me because they're afraid. They stare at you simply because you are beautiful yet powerful, like a rose. Raoul smiled gently at me. I'm sorry I can't stop this arrangement. I wanted you to find love on your own. Raoul grumbled disappointedly as he shook his head, staring down at the floor. Maybe it won't be so bad, I shrugged, trying to look on the bright side, when suddenly the doors opened and the room fell silent. It's Ace. Ace Hernandez. I've heard he's ruthless, merciless. He shows no remorse for anything he does. So many whispers were flying around the room. I watched a few guards come in, and there he was, Ace Hernandez, the man I was arranged to marry. His footsteps echoed through the room, filling the crowds with immense fear. I had a bad feeling about him, yet I couldn't help but watch his every move. I finally got to see his face, and he was very attractive. Not a single flaw on his face, but he had to go and ruin it by being a murderer. I noticed the skull tattoo on the side of his neck. It was a symbol of his mafia, but in way more detail. His attractiveness was intimidating, so I couldn't imagine how insecure the guys felt when he walked in. He slowly scanned the room, girls practically drooling over him as he glanced their direction. But then he spotted me. He stopped turning as he stood a few feet in front of me. He gazed at me from across the big hall, not breaking eye contact. He looked at me up and down before nodding at noticing my father. My father approached Ace very quickly, barely giving the man a chance to breathe. Mr. Hernandez, it's nice to see you again, my dad blurted out, reminding him that they had met. I never witnessed my father so unprofessional. I could see him trying to bury his fear. Yes, and you're question, my father with a hint of anger in his tone. She does, not that she deserves it. My father laughed, expecting him to chuckle along, but Ace's facial expression seemed unamused. What is your name? Ace raised his eyebrow. I'm Sophia Diaz. I spoke confidently with a polite tone. Ace held out his hand and I flinched slightly. He frowned, his eyebrows in confusion before I shook off my momentary weakness and continued to shake his hand. I assume this is who I am marrying, Ace announced to my father. Yes, you will be marrying Sophia. My father nodded, confirming Ace's thoughts. Okay, we're leaving now, Ace demanded as he wrapped his arm around my waist, forcing me to walk with him. Can I say goodbye to my brothers? I pleaded with Ace as I glanced back, every single one of my brothers in shock. No, you can't. Ace continued to walk and forced me to walk with him. Ace opened the limo door and I climbed in, purely because I didn't have a choice. Yes, Ace was devilishly handsome, but he gave off a cold vibe. He looked quite young, definitely not as old as I had previously imagined him to be. Ace sat next to me in the limo. The silence was deafening. I didn't want to speak or look at Ace. I knew that if I had made a big deal, he probably would have punished me like my father. Wayne, we'll have your room ready when you get back to the house. Ace's deep, husky voice spoke. I nodded in response. I'd prefer a thank you, Ace hissed at me, rolling his eyes. Thank you, I mumbled, not feeling thankful. It didn't make sense. Those galas are usually held mainly for businesses and to build alliances, so why didn't Ace try to align with people? I was probably asking a stupid question. He does control the biggest mafia in the world, so why does he need allies? Allies need him. The limo arrived at Ace's mansion. Ace, you're back. A woman who was small and frail greeted him at the door with a cheerful tone. Mama, I told you to get some rest. I heard Ace say, oh, I'm okay, just a little sick. So let me see. Who is she? His mom asked eagerly. Ace opened the car door for me and I stepped out. Hi, I smiled politely as I held my hand out for her to shake. Oh, she's beautiful. His mom embraced me in her arms. Where's father? Ace asked his mom. I didn't step at the word father. He's in his office. She scoffed, rolling her eyes at the thoughts of him, which wasn't a good sign. Of course, Ace grumbled angrily while rolling his eyes. Let me show you to your room. Ace's mom offered while she beamed happily. Ace was very handsome. He had light brown hair that was good. That was a good length. Bright blue eyes, tan-skinned, tattoos that stretched up his left arm, muscular, but he lacked a personality. It's like he was empty. It's like he was a robot. Ace strutted into the mansion and walked up the stairs. His mom led me into my room. Ace picked out the clothes and furniture himself, which is rare, I must admit. His mom explained as we walked into the room. Okay, guys, so this is the room. I'll let you look at it for a little bit. Let me scroll a little more. The room itself was beautiful. It was dark, yet cozy at the same time. Your clothes are in this closet here, and if you need anything, feel free to ask. His mom smiled welcomingly after pointing her finger at the wardrobe. Thank you, I nodded as I sat on the bed, not sure what to think about the whole situation. Oh, I almost forgot. My name is Denise, she snickered after shaking her hand at me at her forgetfulness. Dinner will be ready soon, dear. Denise uttered before leaving the room. I decided to change out of my dress as it was uncomfortable and flashy. Okay, guys. It looks like that was the end of part 2 of the Ace series here on my channel. There's not much to talk about, but I like that this book has pictures, so you